your
Um,
family?
well, we actually sometimes you get suggestions whether you want them or not, and I always want them.
Right,
I
right.
always want them. So I love to hear what people say, and I
Yeah.
totally give credit where credit is due.
Well,
And
I want to just interject for 1 minute because when I
sure,
went in there, your staff is the friendliest, wonderful staff of people, and I have no financial interest in this company, but
thank
we're
you.
just charming. And then your sons, both of them, I guess, occasionally work there, correct?
Yes. Well, for some,
Dylan and Ryan. I've
yes,
talked to
Dylan.
them.
Yes.
Charming boys,
Thank you.
young
Thank
men.
you. They work more than occasionally now through a busy summer, but
Yeah,
when college starts up again, it'll be less. But
yeah.
we are lucky. We have really wonderful kids. They're all, teenagers, but they put their all. They care about our store like it's their.
Yeah.
We're a nice little ice cream family. We're a total of 21 people working there right now,
Wow.
and
It's a
11.
lovely family.
Thank you. 11 of our kids are high school graduates. We have one
Wow.
is a college graduate, just graduated June, and the other 10 are high school graduates. So they're sort of
That's,
in that area of 17, 18, 20.
yeah,
Um,
lovely.
good kids, really good kids. Yeah.
Oh, I just think it's such a charming place
Thank
and you hire wonderful people. Well, I don't want to cut you short, so you feel free to pop in anytime, Carol, but
Okay.
your
Thank you.
daughter, Eliza, somehow we found out through talking, through meeting on the texts and the emails that Eliza is also a recent high school graduate, and you had some kind of a graduation from high school. At least you got something, right, Eliza?
Yes, my school actually did very small ceremony where they did one family at a time. You got a time slot and you got to walk through. They set up a tent where you could walk through and get your diploma one person at a time. So that was really nice.
Yeah, you're so lucky. You're a lucky girl. And what I found out that you're interested, and as I was at one point in time, in music therapy, which is a wonderful field for so many reasons. And did you always want to be, and you're a singer-songwriter, let's establish that right away. And did you always know that you wanted to be in the music field?
For a majority of my life, I really did always have that picture that I wanted to do something in music for pretty much most of my life. There were times here and there where I had other interests. Actually, when I was small, I basically from up until the time I was about 9 or 10 years old, I wanted to be a chef. Actually,
A
which
chef.
that
Wow.
that has kind of faded out. I'm not really so much into that anymore. But the one thing that did stick with me was music, and that one dream really always has stuck around. I
Wow.
want to do something in
Well,
music.
I've interviewed some chefs, and they're both such creative, interconnected fields. I mean, touching people with food and recipes and healthy things, and touching people with music is the most incredible thing in the world, I think. So you're a singer-songwriter, and you told me recently that you took a long time in selecting the right guitar. How did you finally decide on what to get, and what did you get?
So I ended up getting a Fender Telecaster, an American Elite, and I did take a really long time actually to pick. I guess it was about 2 or 3 years that I was searching, and I had thought I was going to get a Gibson Les Paul, and I had like gone back and forth, and I had gone and I'd played some, but actually I went to Guitar Center. I got this in January or late December of very recently. And I went to Guitar Center and I played a couple. And actually, when I played this, I actually fell in love with it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm totally a believer in the guitar chooses you. Um,
I love it. I love that. I love that. It just felt correct. It felt like it found you.
yeah.
Well, why don't we hear one of your songs? There's two that I want to hear, but of course, let's hear one at a time. Can't mix like we can mix flavors. We can't mix songs together. So we hear like ice cream. So which one would you like to play first?
So I'm gonna play this song that I wrote a couple of months ago, actually for my senior class. It's called "This One's for You." It's about the loss of the last couple of months of our senior year and how we're all powering through it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, this is Eliza Stoehrer playing and singing This One's for You on her Fender guitar.
walk through the door just a day like any other. How were we supposed to know there'd never be another? Now we're stuck in our heads, missing the days we used to beg to get through, wishing we could just turn back the clocks. The day I got back home, how could I have known that was the day we didn't know was our last? Guess we grew up too fast, now we're missing all our friends. Here's to the show we never got to do, games you never got to play, memories that we made. To the ones who weren't ready to go, you were learning how to take it slow. This one's for you. 4 short years went so fast. Now I wish I could go back to freshman year. Warn myself the ending's hard, harder than expected. And tell myself you're gonna miss this. The day I got back home, how could I have known that was the day we didn't know was our last? Guess we grew up too fast, now we're missing all our friends. Here's to the show we never got to do, games you never got to play, memories that we made. To the ones who weren't ready to go, you were learning how to take it slow. This one's for, looks like we learned a lesson. Never take anything for granted, but man, it hurt like hell. Hold on to the memories, the friends we made and lost, well, they all made us who we are and who we'll be. So here's to the day we didn't know was our last. And growing up too fast, one day we'll see our friends. Here's to the show we never got to do, games you never got to play, memories that we made. To the ones who weren't ready to go, you were learning how to take it slow. Yeah, the you and me's I want you to know. This one's for you. This one's for you.
That was really beautiful, Eliza Stoehrer with This One's for You. You made me cry. I'm a very sentimental person. It made me think of my school and my college years. That was so wonderful. How did you compose that, like all in one sitting, or what happened?
Actually, this one, I typically don't do that, but this one was a little bit different. This one I did do entirely in one sitting. Actually, it was probably about 2 o'clock in the morning when I wrote this, if I'm being honest with you.
My God.
I found out earlier in the day that we weren't going back to school. And it hit me really, really hard. And I was on the phone with a couple of my friends, and we were all talking about it, and we were all just a mess, because me and my friends really enjoyed high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just really hard for us. So if I was up late, I was thinking, and I just sat down and I did what I usually do when I feel something, and I just put it into a song. So I sat down, and this one all kind of just came together in one sitting. And
amazing how the creative process works. And obviously you've played it for your friends, right?
Yes.
But not live. Not
quite.
Not quite, but virtual. And I know you had an interview on Long Island on television. but it's just a beautiful, moving song, and it really expresses so many of our feelings, for people who miss the camaraderie and nostalgic for their friends, and even people who, like myself, who can't see former friends or rather friends from former times. And it's just a really universally beautiful song. I really, really enjoyed hearing that. And you have a beautiful voice, so
Thank you.
really, really lovely. And so you've been playing for how long? How long have you been playing?
Well, I guess I've been playing for about 4 years.
Uh-huh. And do you feel like you want to go on as a songwriter, or do you want to teach, or with music therapy? I guess you can do both, right?
Yeah, the ideal circumstance, but would get to do both because I really love pretty much every piece of it. So
Yeah, and then of course the whole music therapy, that's a phenomenal field on its own. What do you think about, I mean, the power of music is, to me, more than almost any art form, it's huge.
I think it's absolutely incredible, actually, how music really just seems to be a universal language, and everyone can grab on to some piece of it. And I think it's a really great way to unite people.
Yeah.
And that honestly is one of the reasons that I love it so much, because I
Yeah.
feel like everybody has a little piece of it.
Oh, that's beautiful thoughts. Do you know where you'll be going?
Yeah, I will be attending Malloy College.
And where is that?
Rockville Center.
And so is it going to be online, or are they going to have live classes?
It's going to be a little bit of half and half. I'm going to have classes online. I'm going to have some in person. The smaller classes will be in person, but of course masks and 6 feet apart. Because,
wow. So will you be able to live at home?
Yeah, I'm going to be commuting. So
that sounds great. That sounds good for you, Carol, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a time when parents don't want their kids around, but I think this is I think it's been a very interesting time to have your family around, so you can have some focus and have some family togetherness. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I love to have my kids around.
Yeah, you have a wonderful.
I'm the kind of person that really loved a snow day because it made the whole world stop, and then not see for all the time. You just sit and enjoy your family, and just relaxing.
Treasure the time. I mean, you can't get the time back. That's what my mom always used to say, and that's a pretty precious commodity, time. So
yeah,
I just think it's wonderful to have that. Well, I'm excited for you, Eliza, and
thank you.
why don't we hear the other song? This Keep Your Head Up, right?
Yes, actually, before I play this one, I just want to say one thing. What I'm playing on right now is actually my acoustic guitar, which is a Taylor.
Sorry.
No, that's totally okay. I didn't even think about. I'm sitting here with one in my hand and I'm staring at the other.
This one took a long time too.
This one took a really long time. I bought this a couple of years ago. I think 2017. I bought this.
What's the what kind of guitar is that?
It's a Taylor acoustic.
And,
I also love this one. I'm gonna say this.
What color are your guitars?
The electric is orange and red, and it's faded into each other. And the acoustic is just tan. It's very basic wood colors, but
yeah,
I'm obsessed with it again.
Yeah, we were in that special room for about 6 hours.
I'm not gonna
She played all of these, and my mom came too. My mom was incredibly patient.
Wow.
And, I played different ones for 6 hours and finally made a decision. But
oh my God,
I appreciate it. We didn't rush her, especially she saved her own money to buy them.
Wow.
So
where did you buy it, Eliza?
I bought them both at Guitar Center.
In Manhattan?
There's a Guitar Center in Comac.
Oh, in Comac. Okay, got it. Long Island. I know all about decisions and having a hard one, so bravo for choosing them.
Well, I have to say, it really was a very, very long time. I really have to applaud my mom for being because I was sitting there for just forever. But
I love it.
I bought Guitar Center because they have incredible staff that's very patient too.
Well, they have to be, because musicians and artists are very picky about what they, you know,